Good evening, everyone, and it's time once again for Pick a Card. And the question of the evening is it over for real? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle up the cards, and I'm going to divide them into 3 piles. Slippery. And as I'm shuffling, I'm concentrating on the question. Is it over for real? Is it over for good? So let's take a look. So I'm going to divide the cards into 3 piles. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So what I would like you, the viewer, to do is to pick a pile. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Alright, so let's begin with pile 1. And the question is it over for real? Alright, and looking at these cards, unfortunately, given the cards in play, I would have to say that yes, this relationship is over, and it's over for good. And while it's over for good, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be alone for a long time. When we're dealing with the cards that we're dealing with, and they're pointing in this direction, and we have the Hermit in reverse, it points to a situation in a future position where you're not going to be walking this path alone. So while you are mourning the loss of this particular relationship, you have the hope that you are going to meet someone who is right for you and who is going to be there for you. So, yes, you are feeling grief, you are feeling stress, you are feeling worry, you are feeling defeated about the loss of this relationship, about the loss of this person. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be alone forever. And your recovery time is going to be fairly short. So, in answer to the question, is this relationship over? If you've picked pile 1, most definitely. It is over for good, and unfortunately, this person is not coming back. So, alright, so let's move on to pile 2. If you've picked pile 2, and the question is this relationship over for good? Alright, and we're looking at a series of cards that are indicating that, unfortunately, yes, your time together is over. It is over for good. The journey that the two of you have taken together is complete. So, again, the same with pile 1. If you're looking at a situation, it's okay to mourn the loss of this relationship, and it's okay to be sad, but you cannot let that sadness and disappointment overwhelm you right now, because honestly, the both of you are better off without each other. And your life's path is it was simply different. It was simply a matter of the two of you fulfilling your own personal destiny and walking the paths that you were meant to walk. So if you picked pile 2, again, unfortunately, the answer to that question is it over for good? Is it over for real? The answer is yes. So let's move on to pile 3. and hope for better results. Okay. Yowza. Alright. I am sad to say we are batting 3 for 3 today. Yes, this relationship is over. It's done. And honestly, part of that reason is that this individual that you were with was not being completely truthful with you, was not being completely honest with you. There was a lot of shady behavior, lying, and things that went on behind your back that you were not aware of. And so ultimately, in this situation, you are much, much better off that this person is gone, because this person just really had some serious honesty issues, and really the relationship was definitely not healthy. So given the cards we're looking at here, yes, the relationship is really over, and honestly, it is better that way. Nothing positive could have come out of the relationship dragging on. And it's probably going to come to light later that there were some really big issues that you were not aware of. So unfortunately, like I said before, we batted 3 for 3 on this, and whether you picked pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, the answer all 3 times is yes, this relationship is really over, and it's time to move on. So I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but that is the way it is. So I hope that you guys can forgive me for this reading and still like or subscribe. And if there's any particular questions you would like to have us answer, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And this is Deja from Twisted Sisters Mojo, and we will see y'all later. Bye.